definitely a 3-0 defeat against Marine this afternoon, and perhaps on reflection, bit of a harsh scoreline, but Marine very clinical in their box.
Yeah, you've said it exactly as it is. Lads have worked the socks off, not any real clear-cut opportunities. The keeper's made a couple of half-decent saves, and yeah, they've been good in the box. 2 goals against another player, and then the third one was, obviously the game was pretty much gone at that point, but yeah, you don't always get what you deserve in football, and for them, great win for them. Obviously, it's their push for the playoffs, and for us, our scoreline, but I've just said to the lads in the changing room, they've worked the socks off and they've kept pushing for the full 95, 96 minutes.
Yeah, it was clear to see when Marine have got the second best defence record in the league. On that basis, well, as you mentioned, Ed, is making it very hard for Whitby to create anything clear cut.
Yeah, listen, we could have been better. On another day we would have been better. But you can see, like you've said, they're a strong outfit at the back. They don't concede a lot. We went through that at half time. We wanted to get into them. I still think we had some great balls coming in from Braithwaite and from wide areas. We just weren't good enough in the box on the day. Like I say, we go back a couple of weeks against Matlock when everything went for us. Today, we're just not really at it.
Yeah, in terms of that first, you mentioned about the 2 Marine goals coming against run of play, and Shane Bland in particular, I'm sure, will be disappointed with the first one.
Yeah, he will. He'll be disappointed on both, but it's something we can't change. I've just said to him there, no point looking back and worrying about it or drowning your sorrows with it. You've just got to crack on. He's been outstanding throughout the season, and yeah, he might have been able to do better, but we're a team and we've gone down, and the challenge was for us to come back, and we weren't good enough to come back. So it's just one of those things, but we're certainly not pointing the finger at anyone.
No, in terms of the second goal as well, it just seemed an example of them just finding that bit of space, and very clever with their players well, in fact, get Whitby players out of position at the same time.
Second phase, ball came in, obviously Blandy's flicked it to the back. They're alert on the second phase, we weren't. Still a good finish by the lad, but they were the only real 2 opportunities in the first half, and they put them both away. And I say every week goals change games, and they were clinical today, and we're certainly going to be a challenge to come back into it.
Yeah, at the start of the second half, to Whitby's credit, they just come out quite a bit more lively. Again, getting ball into the box, but as you mentioned, it's just that struggle to really create anything that was going to get. If Whitby could have got that next goal, it might have made it a bit more interesting.
It would have done. It would have done if we'd have managed to get a goal back. I'm certain it would have done, because I'll repeat, getting goals change games, but it wasn't to be. We've kept going. We're workmanlike. They're battled. I can't really complain, but. To win football games, you've got to be good at both ends. And today, for us, in the defensive end, we've not really been good enough, and at the top end, we were nowhere near. So we're never going to win on that.
Yeah, and that's sort of the tough thing to take as well, considering defensively, obviously Harrison being suspended for this one, but Jeremy Bramwell coming in and really not really putting a foot wrong. I
thought it was outstanding. As a back line. I thought we done really well, which seems odd saying that when we've conceded 3 goals, but yeah, the kid's done well. It's his first game back for us, and he looked really assured, and yeah, I'm happy with him.
Yeah, and that might give him a bit of a headache next week when Harrison is back available, and other option well, obviously Sonny Fergus playing most of the game. Showed a bit of fatigue towards the end when he got substituted, but certainly positives on that front. Yeah,
again, great to have Sonny back starting games. Heavy pitch, as it is, it's probably just caught up with him a little bit. But you're right, selection headaches next week. Bram's come and done really well. We've got Harrison to come back in. We've got Brad back from his suspension. We're talking about we want to score goals. Brad's obviously missed the last 3 games, so hopefully that's freshened him up, and we're going to be at Hyde on a nice surface, and that's certainly a surface that Brad feels.
Yeah, and in terms of the personnel you'll have available, it will pretty much be the full complement of Joe Bennett, but I suppose really as well this week losing Joe Whitby perhaps wasn't ideal.
Not ideal, but he's not our player. He come in at a key period when we had 9 games in February. He played a big part of the success of February and the results that we got in that period. But I'm happy with the squad. I didn't want to bring anyone in. Transfer deadline day on Thursday. Happy with what we've got. We're more than capable. There's lots of strength and depth, and it gives other players an opportunity. Obviously, the scoreline today, a lot of people read into it. We've been beaten. Players haven't played very well, but generally speaking, I was pleased with every single one of them. It's just that killer instinct at the top end, and it's not the first time I've said that this season. But we need to be better, and if we were better, you can take control of games. So that's something we're taking to next week.
Yeah, and looking at that game behind as well, we saw in reverse fixture. You know, that Whitby once again shown they're capable of going toe to toe with these teams, even near the top of the table.
Yeah, it was a tough game last time round here, but it'll be a very different game because it's a 3G flat surface. I'm sure it'll be a footballing game. Going for the playoffs, we're not really playing for anything at the moment, other than just kind of looking over our shoulder. But it's getting close to the season end. But we'll go there again. We're going there fresh, and we'll look forward to it. I keep saying that, but we generally do look forward to it. It's a great changing room. We need another result to make sure that we're safe, and like I say, we're just looking forward to a strong finish to the end of the season now.